That is the reason why I wanna keep it aside. All that I see is a lie. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent for the distance.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go now.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
First down, the run with Lynch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber. Opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Griffin. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Griffin. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. To throw again is Griffin. And Jones has it over the middle. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. No score after one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Griffin. This is caught by Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Griffin. And check down, completes a Hall. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He may go. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he stuck the offense
into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And give him a gain of 37. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Griffin. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? Taking it right down Broadway. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dallas Clark, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. On first down, Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin on the move to his left. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
To throw is RG3. There's Evans again, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Griffin will throw again. Caught by Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Now it's Griffin. Out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll find Hall. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Now Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Griffin. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Lynch running the counter. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Open man left side is the tight end Clark. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
70 Rangers.
Now Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Griffin to throw. Rolling to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Griffin now off the bootleg. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense, though. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jackson now. And now here is another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Griffin's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Wiggles, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Breece Hall, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe... And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Victor Cruz, 75 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Okay, ready?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Griffin. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. And I guess he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Sit down. Sit down.
And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandable. So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Well, that'll do it for us.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game sports center.
Oh
20 bands for the dinner.
hello,
Dips in a sprinter.
can y'all hear me?
What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid
Hello?
to play my cards.
Hello.
What's a risk
Oh.
winner? Barely hang
Alright.
these days. What's a
Hello?
way to a real one? Never leave the house without the bags. Where my cat take an L and try to double
On my YouTube head.
but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up.
What team should I pick? Chat? Chat? Not just joking. It's not working for me yet. So good. Loading. It's just loading. What's the something? Chat.